Alrighty, guys and gals and non-binary pals, welcome to another episode of PowerSlam. My name is Eric Powers. Today I am joined by none other than Andy Ventura.
Hello.
Today we're coming to you from New Orleans, Louisiana. We have quite the show ahead.
The bon temps relay, as they say.
What they said, yes. So today we're starting off with a tag team match. We've got the Monsters Among Men going up against two fellas who have been defeated by individual members of the Monsters Among Men over the last week. We're going to see if they can put their powers together and try and get a tag team victory today. So we've got Cannonball Vegas and Johnny Mercury teaming up against the Monsters Among Men.
So many things to say about Johnny Mercury teaming up with the Monster Hunter.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. Johnny Mercury, of course, getting a loss against Jonk this last week. Unable to rend the horns from the minute someone. It's not the first time we've seen Johnny Mercury team up with somebody. Interesting to see if this tag team is going to go anywhere, or if it's again just an opportunity for Johnny Mercury to take to try and get a W.
Johnny does not necessarily play well with others, but evidently he needs an assist on trying to tear those Minotaur horns off.
Yeah, he's got those. He's got his sights set, I think, and when he gets his sights set on something, sometimes he has to bring in a friend or two, or a frenemy, or it's just a straight up enemy that he can ally with for a few minutes.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
And Scraps O'Leary learned that all too well when they held the Twin Moon Connection titles together. Free preview. Big show.
Will we ever know the truth behind what exactly went on with the Warriors? All three of them vis-a-vis Mr. Mercury.
Introducing first, from Elysian Fields, weighing in at 210 pounds, hail the King!
Johnny Mercury, of course, taking this opportunity to enter the ring first, getting all of the limelight on himself first, as well as basically 90% of the pyrotechnics budget for the show.
He definitely seems to like a bang.
He does. We, of course, are not sponsored by Bang. The energy drink. We are, however, sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. And by sponsored by, I mean, of course, all of our shows take place at a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Where the wings are the wildest, and the buffalo roam free.
That they do. They do roam free among the crowd and the audience.
Well, maybe we don't actually have a buffalo roaming free, but we do have a free roaming honey badger.
Oh, we absolutely have a free roaming honey badger. Emperor Honey Badger.
Emperor Honey Badger,
even.
Yes.
Not just the Honey Badger. His Majesty, the Honey Badger.
His Imperial Majesty. And thank you for correcting me, sir. I hate to offend the Honey Badger.
We don't want to offend the
And
Emperor,
his
of course.
partner, from Sin City, weighing in at 221 pounds.
Again, a strange matchup, these two. One I'm excited to see if they're able to come together and put on, get a victory over the monsters today.
Gods and monsters match. Gods with that jacket.
It's incredible.
He's sending a lot of messages with that jacket, and none of them fashion-based. Vegas is a man on a mission.
That he is. That he is. Quite the pairing, these two. One that I would not have necessarily seen coming, but now that they're standing there together, I can see it working.
I absolutely can see it working. I would think this might be one of the few pairings that actually works for the monster. Maybe Brian 08.
And their opponent,
That would be interesting to see as
That would
well.
be
Of course,
nice.
yeah.
772 pounds.
Call that mixed up.
Junkyard.
The same one
And Iron John, the monster.
Although it may be a racket.
So at the moment we don't have mixed tag teams. That is potentially something that could be changed in the future. But right now we just don't have the ability, as it were, to have both male and female competitors in the ring at the same time. It's a shame, really. But Buffalo Wild Wings they won't want to see it. They won't allow it. No. Yeah, we're gonna have to renegotiate some contracts before we see some mixed teams, some intergender.
So not quite as wild as the title proclaims. And there they go.
Oh, big clothesline from the Golden God. Big strike, drop kick. Junk still on his feet, going for a bit of a gore there, going for a cheap pin.
What? Oh.
Only two. Johnny kicking out. Junk sends him to the ropes. Big power slam off the ropes.
And for good measure, just a stomp. Falling down hard with that elbow to the back.
Big knee lift to the head. And Johnny Mercury good at softening up the upper region of his enemies' bodies, be that the head, the neck region. Because the softer you can get that trapezius, the more damage you're going to do with that neck breaker or back breaker.
Very dual move right there, and then Johnny was threw that knee into the chest as he walked off for good measure.
Ooh.
Oh.
Double tackle from the monsters there. Iron Jaw looks like he's already going to go for it. Nope. Just bringing Vegas to the middle to tear him apart a little bit.
Literally bringing him to the middle. Oh.
Leg drag.
They've turned that around quite nicely. Let's see if he can keep that momentum.
Lift it up. Big Japanese hip toss there to Iron Jaw.
Just taking that arm.
These two, not unfamiliar with one another in the ring, recently having a championship match, Vegas versus Iron Jaw, trying to get that Twitch World Championship back. Big leg drag there.
The Monster
Continuing.
Hunter getting some in on the orc.
Yeah, continuing to soften up the knee there of Iron Jaw.
Iron Jaw softening up Johnny Mercury.
Yeah. Mercury coming back with a strike of his own, sending Iron Jaw. Oh, missing the drop kick, though, as Iron Jaw hangs onto the ropes. Picks up Johnny, who then goes for a bulldog from his upper position, going now for the chin lock. Trying to take things home early with a submission
Get
here.
that submission hold in.
But
Oh!
Ironjaw got it. Oh, big side slam from the Orc.
Golden God's having a heck of a time in this match. He came out fast, but...
Now he seems to be getting slowly dismembered piece by piece by the
Yes.
monsters, as he is unable to get the tag in.
Unless they don't want the tag, there might be some strategy here.
Bit of a flip as Johnny turns things around again, going for an abdominal stretch into a gut buster. Hitting the
Beautifully
ropes.
Executed. That
Big
Wow.
knee drop.
It's on the chest or the neck. That looked
Right to
like
the
a
head,
neck.
and then wrenching the neck again. Once again, softening up the spine as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready to break the back of the Minotaur. Ooh! Minotaur went to Gore Vegas, who turned it around on him with a big kick to the head.
None of it.
It would seem that Vegas is the legal man. It seemed that he tagged himself in while Johnny was in the corner.
Yes, he did.
For a moment there, I thought that he was just jumping in to attack John. But no, he is the legal man.
He did get the tag in.
Tagged himself while Johnny was kind of stunned there.
So there's a wonder on strategy is if they letting Mercury soak up the damage until these monsters are played out, and then the monster hunter go in and finish things off. Because you're not going to brute strength those boys.
No. These are two that you're not going to have the option of brute strengthening. You are going to have to find some sort of tactic to work here.
Just ask Mercury from his last bout with the Minotaur.
Yep. And apparently at the moment, speed is not on Mercury's side either. He came out of there like a... Oh! There we go. Roll up into a DDT. That's the kind of thing that he's going to have to rely on. There is reversals and agility.
And a lot of constitution. Is he going for the pin? Did
Goes
this
for the
happen?
pin.
Oh, kicked out. For a second, it almost looked like it could happen as the Orc was just immobile.
He's going to have to
Stomping that neck.
do his best to keep Ironjaw in the middle of the ring right now, as Cannonball Vegas debilitated on the outside after taking that last beating from Jonk. Mercury just trying everything in his arsenal at the moment to try and stay on top.
And still going back for those pins, getting the pins in.
Oh, roll through into the calf crusher.
That was very nicely executed. He's just putting pain on this Orc.
Jonk in reaching out there, not going to be able to get in the tag. Ironjaw in an incredible amount of pain, but not quite tapping out. Johnny here going for something big. Goes for the drop kick, as he is thrown aside instead of being able to get that backbreaker in.
You just kick him full in the knee.
That he did. Big
Oh!
drop down through the legs and a hurricanrana to the corner.
That is what we expect.
Taking a moment to gloat, and I think he's earned it for once.
I have to agree. And I'm usually
Once
like,
again.
no, press on, but he deserved that.
Yeah, usually he goes and starts gloating, celebrating way before he's done anything of note. But today, yeah, he has been turning things around.
Going back with that neck again.
Great.
If you can't breathe,
Great
you
manner.
can't kick out.
Yeah, absolutely. You also probably can't live, and that's going to be the end of the match no matter what.
Well, would cutting off the airway of an Orc actually kill him or just slow him down?
I believe orcs still need oxygen to live. Johnny Mercury really getting the upper hand against Ironjaw right now. Able to wear him down enough. Big double hip toss. And again, a kick to the chest.
Ironjaw's just getting torn up, which is a hell of a thing to see.
Big pop-up neck buster on the knee there.
Perhaps they're just going to decimate the orcs, and then both of them can get to work on the Minotaur. Perhaps.
It's hard to say which one of them you want to just kind of shit can and get out of there, and which one you want to actually try and take the pin on. Right now, though, as much as they are tearing Ironjaw apart, it would not surprise me if they're going to try and get the pin on him and just hit Jonk with something big to get him out of the way for 5 seconds or so.
Mercury has tried to pin.
Big pop-up powerbomb from Vegas!
Bam!
Goes for it. Immediately broken up by Jonk.
And Mercury. Oh, everyone's in there. Here we go.
Mercury hitting Jonk with a powerbomb.
It's incredible to watch him throw that huge Goliath of a creature around. Monsters Among Men are just...
Yeah, Mercury is not a large individual, but he is strong.
Yes. Well, he's not small either.
No, he's not small. He's just not as big as the monsters.
The monsters are so big, it's...
really dwarfs almost anyone that they're in the ring with.
Yes.
Going for that leg sweep onto the elbow there that Vegas has become so famous for. Going into a surfboard chinlock. Those arms locked behind Vegas' knees, unable to reach for the ropes.
Ooh.
Is able to slide himself out, readjusting his iron jaw.
Which everyone seems to be going after tonight.
John coming in, just laying out Vegas with a clothesline.
Well, Vegas is having none of it.
It's with a big arm drag, keeping Vegas down.
Ooh. Pretty solid hit to the head, keeping him, throwing him right out
Probably
of the ring.
best for the Monsters Among Men that Jonk was able to become the legal man, as he's not nearly as tired as Ironjaw. Ironjaw now being able to get a bit of a respite here. And Jonk just decimating Vegas at the moment.
Orc or not, Ironjaw is taking a lot. Vegas
A big clothesline onto the metal floor out there.
Vegas' recovery is pretty impressive.
A couple of big hands. Yeah, no, he's getting knocked down by Jonk, but he's not staying down.
No.
Oh, going for another one of those Russian leg sweeps against the elbow there. And that is not a soft ground out there.
No.
Again, here on PowerSlam, we've replaced the pads on the outside with metal flooring.
Like you do.
So it is even worse to be outside than usual.
Say the ring is unforgiving, that actual floor even more so.
Absolutely. Big hands of Vegas. Oh. Catches the orc in his iron jaw. Putting him on the ground again. Big backdrop, though, coming right back off of that jawbreaker. European uppercut from Vegas. Oh, another pop-up neck breaker on the knee. And goes for the pin. Jonk nowhere to be seen. Finally rolling in.
Oh!
Ironjaw able to kick out at 2.5.
2 and damn 3/4. Oh, that was close.
This match is really looking in the favor of the Monster Hunters at the moment.
It really is.
I don't know if...
Who knows?
I don't know
is
if...
still...
Yeah, I don't know if Johnny has officially named himself a Monster Hunter, but he is working with Cannonball Vegas right now, so might as well. If he hasn't signed a contract, he's still a temp worker at the very least.
Well, there's all sorts of definitions of monster, and perhaps Mr. Mercury just wants to get the most obvious monsters out of the way. Because he is a nefarious character still.
And he is. He may be a god, but he is also a monster. He is not known for for being the most jolly, forthright of individuals.
Yes, he's a bit of a bad egg. Excellent wrestler, bit of a bad egg.
Clearing the guts of Jonk there. Big pop-up powerbomb again.
Bam.
Onto the Minotaur.
Oh, is he
Ironjaw getting to his feet.
Oh.
Vegas calling for the fresh man, Johnny Mercury. Mercury coming in.
Oh.
Backbreaker to the Minotaur, going for the pin. Ironjaw right there, already ready to break it up.
I was going to say, if Jonk hadn't kicked out of that last one, Iron Jaw was too far away to get in. That was almost it.
Arm drag. Big suplex.
Big suplex.
Right on the back of Mercury, right in the middle.
That-
Big stomp to the face.
Ah,
And then going after the trapezius muscle.
that just hurts to watch. Can feel that right
Of course,
in there.
yeah, trapezius muscle, of course, part of the back there. Johnny relies on that heavily, that
Yes.
pulling motion to perform a backbreaker. Oh, getting out of the Minotaur press that ended their match last week. Turning it around into a DDT, maybe getting his revenge. Oh,
Or not. There's definitely some levels of personal in this match for Mercury. Absolutely.
oh, big forearm from Mercury. Another one.
Again.
Drops and into a Pele kick, dropping Jonk to the ground. Picks the Minotaur back up.
Like it should get a little bit more center ring and get away from Iron
Takes
Jaw.
him to the ropes. Sending him off the opposite side. Oh! Jonk cutting Mercury off. Into a big hip toss in the middle.
They keep getting in that low back.
Oh! Oh, another up into another Minotaur press. And into the Minotaur splash combination off of that. That could be it for Mercury.
And a kick for good
Just
measure.
crawling, trying to get up. One more
One
time
more.
into the Minotaur press. It gets up.
No, what?
Turns it into a DDT again. Jonk trying to get his shit in
Stomping
here.
to the-
Unable to, just trying to do too much, I think.
Oh, it's just taking that arm and kicking him out of the ring. And still managing to get him into the
And another
of
backbreaker.
that. Just those little-
All the way on the opposite side of the ring. Vegas able to get in there, stop Iron Jaw.
John just kicked him.
Still being able to kick out right before the third.
Jumping on them both. You have to give it to the Golden God, the agility he has shown in this match.
Oh, absolutely. An agile man, if ever there was one. He is strong, he is agile, he's not always the wisest. Sometimes going for moves that are higher risk than is necessary.
Yes.
It is good to see that he's finally sort of removed that flying forearm as one of his primary moves, as he had trouble connecting sometimes, which often led to his losses.
Risk analysis not his forte, but he figured that one out. And this is going to be
Oh, and into a chin lock.
He has just been
Vegas fights his way out.
stomping on the Monster Hunter.
Oh. Up and off of the ropes.
It almost seems as if the Monster Hunters want to win a match, and the Monsters Among Men just want to quit. There is pain being brought in this match.
Absolutely. Jonk more than anyone. Iron Jaw, a man who is happy to go for the win.
Yes.
Who is a strong competitor, a good sportsman.
Yes,
the
he is.
Minotaur Jonk, though, of course, yeah, someone who's often gotten in here and just decided that he's going to hurt someone.
Well, for God's
Absolutely.
sakes, he's a Minotaur.
Well, looks like Jonk gave Vegas a little longer to prepare than he probably should have, and then tagged in Iron Jaw, putting Iron Jaw at a bit of a disadvantage there, going into a man who's a little bit more rested than should have been.
Sometimes those few seconds make all the difference.
Yep. Nope, go for another big side slam.
Crowd seems to have a lot of feelings about this match.
Oh, they absolutely do, yeah. Well, headbutt from Vegas. Sending Iron Jaw to the opposite side, right into the ref. Ref not watching closely enough on the match.
Mercury stepping on the ref. I mean,
What else are you gonna do when he's right in your way?
Sometimes the only way forward is through.
Sometimes. Vegas again. Mercury now going after the leg of the orc.
Just moving down on that targeting now. Guess if your legs don't work, you can't kick out either. The orc's been pinned, what, 3 times at least now in this match?
Well, there have been pin attempts.
Pin attempts, yes.
Oh, big forearm strike from the Minotaur in the back. Oh, almost taking out the ref again.
Sideswiped him, just kissed.
Strong Beal throwing Mercury by his head across the ring there. And hitting him with a knee. Knee lift, of course, one of Mercury's own moves being used against him.
Shooting him with his own gun. That's going to piss him off.
Oh, went for the drop kick to the back there. Found a foot in his face.
And just found a whole bunch of arm into the orc's face.
Yep, again, a big knee drop. Oh, rolling through into the calf crusher once again. Right there on the ropes, though. We'll see if the ref determines that Ironjaw's foot, Ironjaw's foot not able to touch the rope. A submission finish from Johnny Mercury onto Ironjaw there.
That is, Mercury is doing this. He just stumbled and took a knee at the end there.
He did. He finished and then, collapsed a little bit there. A match of this caliber being put on, that's gonna wear you out.
Absolutely.
I mean, these 4 men were in there for 20 minutes, and Mercury was in there at least half of the time.
Yeah, I think he had pure spite carrying him through this.
Incredible display between these 2 men.
Oh.
Hail the King and Cannonball.
Did Mercury just do something friendly? That looked friendly and jovial.